People who work full time, even for night shift, can definitely have a dog. It just requires a bit of planning. Let me explain. First off, let's consider the breed, age, and temperament of the dog. So instead of getting a puppy, maybe you think about getting an older dog. Instead of getting an Australian Shepherd, maybe you think about getting a Bulldog. Unless you have family members there to help you, it's really important to maybe consider not getting a puppy. So I'm really glad we're talking about this. Now, two, because dogs thrive on routine and consistency, you're going to want to think about your specific routine before you bring that dog home. Obviously, they need to have physical and mental enrichment. I mean, no matter if it's a lower energy breed or not, they still need to be walked, right? I can make like a full routine with a green screen behind me. Just let me know if y'all want that. But essentially, you're going to set up like 3 different periods of time throughout your day. Actually, 4, before you go to work, after you go to work, and the 2 others when you're at home. It's going to include a walk. It's going to include some mental enrichment, and it's going to include food and water, obviously, and then sleeping. Now, on the topic of sleeping, number 3, I would recommend that you crate train your dog if you know you're going to be at work for longer periods of time. If that dog has a positive association to their crate, they're going to feel okay being left in there for long periods of time. When I say long, I don't want anything longer than like 6 hours. I mean, you're pushing it at that point. 4 to 6 hours is good. But if you're just starting to crate train your dog, recommend to get a baby gate and maybe use your kitchen instead, because it's slightly bigger and it's not like so small of a crate, especially if it's a rescue dog. I mean, there's nuances here, right? There's not a one size fits all approach for any dog. Now, there's always daycares and dog walkers. So maybe with the extra money that you're making at work, you hire one of these 2 things and your dog is taken care of when you're not able to do that for them. Of course, one of my biggest recommendations for any puppy or older dog is to get a pet camera, like the PetCube camera, because that will allow you to watch your dog and monitor their behavior and then take that data and then adjust the next day. Like if they're freaking out, then you can put them in a different space. Or if they're doing really well, then you keep doing that. You see what I mean? Now, the goal with getting any dog here is quality time with that dog. Otherwise, why would we even get the dog? So if you're going to be working over 60 hours a week and you can't guarantee that that dog's going to have quality time, maybe we don't get the dog. Fostering is always an option. So I love to foster dogs, and you only have them for like 2 weeks to like a couple months. You just never know, right? Puppies, they go faster. Older dogs, not as fast. If that's something you're interested in, you should definitely check out your local shelters and call them and ask how their fostering system works. Plus, if you foster a dog and you're like, man, I love this dog, she's great, she or he, I'm gonna keep her, that's totally an option too.